not for all the areas, not for the high-risk areas. The other one that we said needs to be captured across is community sensitization. Whether it is, we're talking about zoning, whether it is resettlement or anything else, the communities need to know about what is expected of them before they can get into it. Now,
excuse me, could you just repeat what was the second community?
Sensitization.
Sensitization.
Oh, community training.
Yeah. Now, the group felt that the point where we were talking about no change in the status quo needs to be struck out completely, because it would mean that we are satisfied with what is on the ground, but we thought that that is something that we needed to strike out. So the others have remained, but except for the few that I have mentioned, which would modify or add. So that was for the settlement management. Now for the second one of improved agriculture and livelihoods, the group felt that this was okay, but with a little modification. Number one, in the key issues to note, here there is the question of Arabica coffee. And Arabica coffee, as you all know, in Bugisu region, is a source of livelihood. It's a high-value crop. And so the group felt that we needed as much as possible to add value to the not just producing coffee and leaving it at that or selling, but we need to add value. And then we promote agroforestry so that the coffee yields may be better quality and the quantity, but also as much as possible increase the coffee coverage or acreage within our farming plantations. Now, the others, they felt, yes, they are fine, but for modification, we say where we have talked about factories here, will modify it to agro-processing. We also say that we would need to add skills development so that people have other sources of livelihoods and not maybe just farming, but skills that can enable the communities to earn some livelihood. These may be vocational, they may be other things that will give people another source of livelihood so that they do not get too much on the soils and degradation and that kind of thing. Now the members also felt that we needed to, where he's talking about the non-land intense farming, the members felt that we needed to add also things like apiary, fishing, and vegetable growing. And they felt that if we promoted zero grazing, it is going to improve our livelihood. And a case in point here is in Mududa, for instance, the number of animals has increased, and people are getting a lot of milk. And so far, we are able to send milk to Kampala because we are collecting more milk than we were previously. So this, the members felt, is the way to go. Then finally on this one was the programs. NATS, yes, we want to encourage people to get into NATS. But also we say the other programs like NUSAF, like CDD, like PRDP, a special grant for persons with disabilities that would encourage our communities to tap into. Now for point number 3, that is early warning, the group felt that the idea of people remaining settled in high-risk areas should not be considered. But we may consider allowing people to remain settled in the low and moderate risk areas.